Now, America's Grand Canyon is one of the wonders of the world, but in motorhome terms, the Hymercar Grand Canyon isn't far behind, especially when it's based on a Mercedes base vehicle. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Hymercar Grand Canyon S. Being a German-built van, don't expect to see the sliding door on the UK near side. It's actually on the off side. And this distinctive bulge at the rear of the van is to accommodate the double bed at the back, but more about that later. A rather nice touch on the base vehicle is the way that the badge moves away with the door. But the real scene-stealing aspect of this vehicle is that it's the first Mercedes-based camper van with a pop-top. Just look at that. Now, even without the pop-top raise, there's plenty of internal headroom in this van, especially for a 6-footer like me. Walking in, the first thing you notice is the very comfortable dinette area, and the forward-facing seats actually have 2 seat belts, making 4 in total. So this is a genuine sleeps for and travels for van. Other features of note in the dinette area include 12-volt and main socket connections on the wall, and the table. It's the folding leaf variety. There are a couple of extendy bits that you pull forward, and then you just lower it down like that for a really flat surface, and it brings all the seated people into play. Now, this sumptuous looking leather upholstery is called Grigio, and it's as comfortable as it's good looking. And check out the Hymer logo in the headrest. And still at the front is the habitation control panel, easily accessed if you're standing up or sitting down in the cab seats. Our test van has Mercedes 7G automatic transmission, and it's a 2.2 litre engine producing 163 bhp. Now, this campervan kitchen is compact, but it's beautifully put together. You open the lid to reveal 2 gas burners, and next to that a sink with a fold-up tap. Underneath we have some drawers. The top one has an insert for cutlery, just like that. It's also home to this handy extension flap. You can clip it onto here, or the end of the kitchen unit. When you're not using it, you can just pop it back in the drawer, and everything is soft closing. At the end of the kitchen unit is this 90-litre compressor fridge, and it has its own separate icebox at the top. You'll notice that this fridge is of the skinny variety, and that allows the bed to be a larger size because the fridge doesn't have to be as wide. So you may ask, where is the illumination going to come from in the evenings when you're chopping the vegetables? Quite simple. Up here, you just press this, and hey presto, loads of light on the situation. Above the fridge, you'll find the controls for the trimmer heating, plus a main socket and a 12-volt socket. This is the compact but very well designed near-side washroom in the Grand Canyon S, and thankfully for our cameraman, it has a very large mirror. Another interesting feature of note is a tip-down sink, again with a very pleasing action. You just release a catch, and down it comes. And the tap swings out so you can wash yourself down. And of course, if you want something a bit more involved, then the tap is also the shower head. Other washroom features include this bench loo, plus a duckboard to put your feet on. Just remember to lift it out of the way when you're showering. Now, there's plenty of storage space here at the rear of the van, whether it's in the 4 overhead lockers, the cupboards under these units, or basically just using the floor. There's a tethering rope and a partition that moves up and down so you can put it just where you need it. Now, this is the master bedroom, of course. To convert it into a sleeping space, you drop the mattress base down, and you'll notice it has Froley springs for maximum comfort. And talking about comfort, the Hymer mattresses are of the cold foam variety and look super comfortable, and they just drop in here to create a beautifully flat sleeping surface. Now, earlier on we mentioned the bulge in the side of the van. What was that all about, you may be asking? Simple, to increase the length of the transverse bed. Access to the pop-top is via this 2-piece aluminium ladder, and the pop-top itself is very easy to raise and lower. The engineering does all the work for you. And when you're up there, you'll find a super comfortable large double bed, plus some handy ventilation from the zip-down panels at the front and on the offside. This Hymercar Grand Canyon S will cost you £72,037 on the road. It's 5.93 metres long and it has an MTPLM of 3,500 kilograms, so anyone can drive it on a standard car licence. Now I know what you're thinking. You can buy a brand new campervan for around half this price. But there are two important things to note. It won't be based on a Mercedes Sprinter and the conversion won't be by Hymer. The fit out on this van has to be seen to be believed. The design, execution and materials are all top drawer. And if you think I'm over egging this point, then get yourself down to a Hymercar dealer to see for yourself.